بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is Miss Leila Al-Jihani again. Welcome again, dear students. Inshallah, we will start today lesson 3 from unit 1. Check your lifestyles. Okay. In the previous lesson, we practiced how we communicate with our friends, asking them questions about their lifestyles. Also, we practiced how we ask the characters in our book, Arthur, Josh, Khalid, ask them questions about their lifestyles and practice the conversation. So inshallah today we will start lesson 3, which is the grammar. Okay? So by the end of this lesson, inshallah, you will be able to define simple present tense. You will identify it. You know how to structure the simple present tense. Also, how to use the adverbs of frequency, like always, usually, these the ones seldom, the ones we took last 2 lessons, of frequency in statements and questions. So we will be able to use it in questions and sentences. Okay? So when do we use the simple present? Why do we use the simple present? We use it for many things. We use it sometimes to talk about facts. Sometimes we use it to express scheduled times. But today, we're not going to talk about all of these. We will only focus on the use of simple present on daily routine, in our habitual activity, the things we do every day. Okay? Let's look here. I drink coffee and she drinks coffee. Here, if you notice, I'm sure this simple present, it's not a new for all of you. This is just a revision. You already took it before. So it's just here to refresh your memory, okay? I drink coffee, she drinks coffee. Why did we add the S here? Because with affirmative sentences, that's mean regular sentences with no negatives, no questions. With the affirmative, like he, she, it, we always use the verb plus S. For example, he drinks coffee every day, or she drinks coffee every day. Okay? What about the other ones? I, you, we, and they. We use the verb alone with no addition, nothing to add. Like, for example, I drink coffee every day, you drink coffee every day, etc. This is for the regular sentence. Okay? What about if we want to use the negative in the simple present? We have to add something before the verb to be able to add not the negative. Like here, you can say I, which is the subject, she is the subject. I do not drink. She does not drink. طيب يا miss, we don't have an S here because the S, we put it here with does. She does not drink coffee. Okay? So with the negative, he, she, it, we have does, not do. I, you, we, and they, we have do. And we add not and also only the verb infinitive. We don't add s to it. For example, he does not drink coffee every day. She does not drink coffee every day. I do not drink coffee every day. Okay? What about if we want to ask a question? Also, when we want to ask a question, we need help. We need do and does. Okay? So we have do, you. Because of the you, not he, she, it, you, we write do. Do you drink coffee every day? Or does she drink coffee every day? With does he, she, it, do, I, you, we, they. So does he drink, the verb infinitive? Does he drink coffee every day? So the answer will be, the answer will be yes, I do. Or does she drink coffee every day? Yes, she does. Okay? Clear? Excellent. Okay. Now we know how to form the present tense. We have to practice how we use the adverbs of frequency and put it in the simple present tense. Use it in the sentences, questions, negatives, okay? So first of all, we have to be aware the different uses of adverbs of frequency. Like for example, if you are talking about something you do most of your time, a lot of time you spend, like 100% of the time you do it, you would say, I always, I all the time, I talk to my parents, for example. But if it's 99% of your time something you do, to 50%, that means it's less than 100, we have usually, generally, normally, frequently, often, regularly. And if there is something you do, but you do it 49% of your time, or you do it 20% of the time, which one you use? You use sometimes, occasionally, from time to time, once in a while, now and then, hardly ever, seldom, or rarely. Okay? What if there is something you never do? Something you didn't do it. You do it 0% of the time. Which adverb of frequency we use? We use never. Like for example, I never eat sushi. I never eat seafood. Can you think about other examples? I never swim. Excellent. So you can use these, depend on how often do you use it, how often do you exercise, or how often do you drink. See the percentage. If there is something you do every day, all the time, then you can use the one on top and go down based on the frequently of using, the frequently of your activity. Let's see how we can put these words, how can we use it in a sentence. We have 4 ways to insert it in a sentence. We will see it all together, okay? So the adverbs of frequency comes before the main verb. So we put it before the main verb in the affirmative sentence, okay? The regular sentence. We put it before the verb, okay? So we have he, she, it, and then we put, where is the main verb? This is the main verb. So we put the adverb of frequency before it, okay? She usually drinks coffee every day. She always drinks coffee. I normally drink coffee. We normally drink coffee. Okay? So the first example of using the adverbs of frequency is to put it before the main verb. Another way here, okay, what if we don't have a normal sentence, we have a negative sentence? What do? We look for not. We look for not. Yes, not. We look for it in the sentence, and we put the adverbs of frequency before it. For example, she usually does not, or you normally, okay, like or does. Okay, so she always she usually does not drink coffee, or I normally do not drink coffee. Okay, it depends on the sentence, the meaning of the sentence, you or how frequent you use the adverb. We fix the we choose the adverb frequency depend on your routine or life style. Okay, going to the next slide. Okay. Okay. Now we have a question. What if we have a question? Where can we put the adverbs of frequency, or usually, always, normally, these words? Okay, we use the adverb frequency. Usually we find it before the main verb. So we look for the main verb. Sorry. We look for the main verb. This is the main verb. We look for it. Okay. And then we put the adverb of frequency before it. Does he usually drink coffee, or does she usually drink coffee? Do you normally drink coffee? Okay, so it depends on how frequent you do. You choose the adverb, but we put it before the main verb. Okay. Another way is sometimes in a normal sentence we don't have the verb of the sentence is the verb to be. It's not a main verb. What if we have a verb to be? Do you remember what are the verbs to be? Fantastic, yes. Am, is, and are. They are the verb to be. Excellent. So we put the adverbs of frequency, we put it after the verb to be. Okay? He is usually a morning person, for example. She is usually happy. We don't have a main verb. That's why we put the adverb of frequency behind the verb to be. I am normally a coffee person. You are always happy. Okay? Can you give me other examples? She is always smiling. Excellent. She is always happy. He is always working out. Excellent. So, sometimes, not all the adverbs of frequency, we can put it in the middle of the sentence. Sometimes, or some adverb frequency, we can't put it in the sentence. Like, for example, we put it at the end of the sentence. We put it at the end of the sentence. What are the adverbs of frequency? We put at the end of the sentence, we have all the time, now and then, once in a while, twice a week, twice a month, every 2 months. For example, Salman works late all the time. Okay? Muhammad brings work to do at home twice a week. We put it at the end of the sentence. She drinks coffee now and then. Okay? Excellent. What about here? Look, we said that we can put it at the end, but sometimes the adverb frequency, we put it at the beginning of the sentence. Like, for example, sometimes Hamid works late. Or, from time to time, he brings work to do at home. Can you think about other, give me other examples? We can put the adverb of frequency at the beginning. Okay? Can you give me an example? Excellent. From time to time, I work out. Excellent. From time to time, I play football. Great. Fantastic. Thank you. Let's see here. Here, these questions, I think we covered it thoroughly last class. So in this class, it's just to recall the information we took before, and you can find these questions in your book, how to ask them and how to answer them. How often do you use your cell phone? How often do you use your cell phone? I use it 20 times a day. I use it 20 times a day. So the answer is a number. Do you remember? Number plus times plus a and a period. We talked about it last class. Another question, how much time do you spend in the shower? How much time do you spend? I spend about 5 minutes. What about you? How much time do you spend? You can say, fantastic, I spend 15 minutes. Or I spend 10 minutes. Excellent. How long do you spend on your homework? How much time or how long do you spend on your homeworks? You can say, I spend about 2 hours every night, or I spend about 1 hour every night, or 3 hours every day. Or you can say, like me, I work all night. Excellent. Let's look at the activity in your book, page 3, please. Okay. So part A of the exercise, we can see what he wants you to do. Rewrite the sentence. You have sentences. You have to write it again. Okay? Rewrite the sentences in the opposite. Use the words in the parentheses. These are the parentheses here. Okay? Sorry. These are the parentheses here. Okay, can you see it? So he wants you to use these words, okay, and put it in the sentence, in the sentences before. But before we do it, we have to know where to put it. So let's read the first one. Jamal frequently exercises. He wants us to put seldom. So where is the adverb of frequency in this sentence? Frequently. Excellent. So underline frequently. We have to put seldom in its place. Okay, so Jamal seldom exercise. What about the other ones? Think about it. Look at it. Okay, I will do only one with you and you have to do the rest, okay? First, before we do number one, we will highlight the adverb of frequency in every sentence together, okay? So, number one, Ibrahim constantly talks on the phone. Where is the adverb of frequency in the sentence? Good, excellent. Constantly is the adverb of frequency. You can underline this word. What about number two? My brother occasionally checks his email. So, excellent. Occasionally is the adverb of frequency. What about number three? What do you think? Sometimes, excellent. Sometimes is the adverb of frequency. Excellent. So, what about 4 and 5? Let's think about 4. Where is the verb of frequency? Adverb of frequency, sorry. Always. Excellent. Maha usually drinks tea. Great. Usually. So we highlight it. Then you have to use these words in parentheses and put it in its place. Remember, sometimes we put it at the end of the sentence. See, recall, look at which ones you can put it at the end. You cannot put it in the middle of the sentence, okay? When you answer this question. Pause the video and do it on your own. After that, turn it on so we can see the answers together. Okay, let's look at the answers together. I'm sure you did really good. So number one is Ibrahim rarely talks on the phone. Number two, my brother often checks his email. Number three, I surf on the internet once in a while. Number four, Qasim hardly ever arrives at work on time. 5, Maha drinks tea instead of coffee from time to time. Have you noticed from time to time it's at the end? Yes? Okay. Let's see part B. He wants you here to form questions. He wants you to look at part A on top and then write questions instead of the sentences, change it into a question in this exercise B. Okay? Like before, in the first sentence, we have Jamal. Do you remember? So the example is, how often does Jamal exercise? This is the question. The answer will be the example in part A. I will do number one with you and you have to do the rest on your own. Pause the video as we always do, and then we will check the answers together, okay? I will do number one with you. So Ibrahim rarely talks on the phone. Rarely is the answer, sorry. Rarely is the answer. So how can we form the question, okay? It need either do or does, yes? So Ibrahim is a he, we have to write does. How often does, then we put Ibrahim, then talk without the S on the phone, okay? This is how we form the question. Pause the video and do the rest, and we will see the answers together for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So these are the answers. Number 2, does your brother checks his email? Number 3, how often do you surf on the internet? 4, how often does Qasim arrives at work on time? 5. How often does Maha drinks tea instead of coffee? Okay? So you have a homework for next class. It's on page 90. In this lesson, we identified the present simple. We know how to form it, how to use the adverb of frequency in the sentence, and how to ask questions about lifestyles. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day, and don't forget to do your homework. See you next class. Thank you.